Deer Creek International Business Solutions, how can I help you?
I am ready.
Well, that's great, Ladybug.
Very nice to have you paired, because also Bullet Train is a bit about family and generation, so every generation has its own point of view. So I'm now sitting in front of two different acting generations. So
this is my point.
What can you learn from each other? Was there anything?
Do what we learned? I learned that.
What'd you learn from me?
I learned that the younger generation are disgusting. Yeah. Disgusting.
Oh no.
Disgusting.
I know I'm disgusting.
No, you know
what
what?
Did you learn from me?
In my repressed generation, we really appreciate your candor. Really appreciate showing us the way.
Sweet. You know, I showed him how to make a fart joke, and he showed me how to, you know, handle a lot of more serious things.
You know what I also appreciate most about your generation?
Me or my generation?
Your generation.
What are we talking about?
You're behind. You're not necessarily emblematic of your generation, but just that you're so inclusive. You got equality better than all of us.
Yeah. I mean, some of us do anyway.
Most of you. Better than...
Yeah. No,
Okay.
Yeah.
There we
anyway,
go.
What did I learn from him? A lot. I actually, honestly, there's so much that I learned from him.
Wisdom, hygiene.
Wisdom in actually a serious way though, because I was like, there was something I came to you about when we were on set, and I was like kind of going through something with like a social media ridiculousness, and like you really helped me through that. So I learned a lot from this guy.
And hygiene.
Or you brought the bitchy way for the prince on your own, I guess.
Yeah, I was a huge bitch on set too.
That was nice.
Method. She was going method.
Yeah.
Just like bitch 24/7.
B-I-T-C-H, in case you didn't know how to spell it.
Crushed.
Can't wait for red carpet tonight. Just stay in your role.
I'm gonna stay in my role.
Nice. That's nice.
Oh, don't worry, I will. I'm gonna be so mean to everyone.
Ladybug.
Your new operational name?
Oh, I see what you're doing. Ladybug's supposed to be lucky. Ha!
You don't have bad luck.
Hello. So if you want to impress anyone in Germany, just with saying hello, it's hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Which is that was good.
It's accurate.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh man, I'm gonna be saying that all the time, man.
I'm not even trying to kill people and someone dies. Remember the suicidal bellboy?
You drove him to the hospital.
Hang in there, buddy!
And he didn't die.
How does it feel to be back on track, traveling, promoting a movie, seeing people again?
It's surreal. It's really surreal. Like this being back on, being able to like travel, to sit and act in front of actual journalists and talk, and it's very new. It kind of felt like when we were doing this movie, because when we started this movie, it was in the middle of the pandemic. Like there were no protocols in place. We were still trying to figure things out. Vaccines weren't even out yet. And so we had created these bubbles of isolation, and then we had to leave and then start this film with people. And you're just like, am I supposed to be here? Like how far apart are we supposed to be? Am I supposed to be having this much fun? Like it was strange. So this kind of feels like the same kind of rhythm, but in the end of the day, we're enjoying it all because we're all together.
So in Bullet Train, we are about to see, I think, 3 generations of actors and actresses.
Okay.
So how does it feel to be on set with, of course, Joey, of course, with you, also Brad, so 3 generations mixed in one picture. Did you learn anything about yourself, about them, about this different point of view?
Yeah, I think listen, I mean, we'll start with Brad. I mean, he's the legend, and I think we've all had, we had a fantastic time working with him. I mean, it all trickles down from him, and he brings the humility, and he's so gracious and humble. And then, and I think he was actually a real big sort of supporter of all of us individually about trying to get our characters to really be open and bold. And I never felt for a second that there was, he was just really, supportive, right? And so it sort of trickles down from him, really,
Yeah. And he was also like at this place where he was learning stuff too. Like he honestly, you could see him making discoveries. Like this is another part of his career as well. Like I don't think we've really had a chance to see Brad in this way. And you know, with Joey, what's so great about Joey is that she is such an experimentator. Like, she experiments all the time. Yeah. The minute she gets on the soundstage, she's just gonna play. And it's really, really fun because I think this role is a completely different side to her. I think that that's the big thing about this movie is that all of us are playing different sides of ourselves that people haven't seen yet. And so it just gave us room to play. And for me, it
really was a collaboration.
Yeah, that was the biggest part, is the collaboration for me was what I wanted. Is you could see a movie like this and think, oh, well, everything is pretty much the way it's supposed to be. This is how this character's, but no, we were all discovering things as we were going along. So it was really fun.
We learned a lot. I mean, without a doubt. You're constantly learning. You know, you want to do a job and learn. I think, you know?
Yeah.
Shit. What?
Remember those two wackos from the Bolivia job?
The twins?
Yeah, not so sure they're twins.
Get off the train.
First of all, David, thank you so much. Not just for Bullet Train, just for all the movies you did before, because I was not able to say thank you before.
Thank you.
I really enjoy your way of telling a story, bringing action to life, and the kind of fascination of bloody violence in combination with humor. Where does it come from that you laugh so much about, that you laugh action, blood, violence in a very special and unique way?
Thank you. I guess it is my own brand, and you know, but you know what it comes from is that I have some influences. Like, I really love Korean cinema. I love sort of hard-boiled genre films, you know, like Old Boy, for example. And I feel like how you define a character through that sort of weird ultra-violence. And I love horror movies when you have like jump scares and shocks. But I'm also a fan of like these, you know, these really character-rich comedies like The Big Lebowski and the Coen Brothers' work. And so as an artist, like, I mean, it just comes from my sensibilities of what I think the audience is going to love and appreciate, and what's going to take them on this fun, provocative ride. And I can't say it. I mean, I feel that it's uniquely me. I appreciate you saying that. This is probably the most David Leitch movie I've made so far. And that was really exciting about it when I saw it. It was like original IP that I could just put my stamp on, and I could make all the bold choices that I think audiences would love. And I'm hoping they enjoy it.
You stab me? I would never stop coming for you. What?
Great. And Brad, I'm very impressed because you've been such a long time in this industry, but you stay hungry and you keep doing performances and performances. So how do you keep your motivation to always perform again and again and again?
It's just finding the next thing that interests you. You know, it's for me. It's always, I don't know. It's always something going on in my life that the project is kind of an outlet for or an exploration of. It's always connected in some way. And I usually don't sign on to something until I finish the last, so I know what that next step will be. And then it happens pretty organically.
That's interesting. I think that's cool. That's really cool.
Okay, you learned something else.
Fuck, oh my God, taking random
That's right.
Joey, write it down, write it down.
Lady.
Don't take job until this thing's over.
And in the press conference, we were already talking about the meaning and importance of accepting fate and luck and good luck in a very funny way in the movie. So what's your point of view if we are talking about accepting things?
You know, I think that I'm someone who I really try. Yeah, I want to tell you something. Learn something here. No, but I feel like I'm one of those people that, like, I can overthink a lot. I can get lost in the moment in a way where I'm trying to, think of how I'm appearing or whatever, but I have gotten a lot better in the last couple years. I've done some, like, what we were talking about, like, work on myself, psychology and all that, meditation stuff, but for real, and I think I'm much better now. Like, I'm able to call out, when, like, a moment is special and, like, happening for me, and, like, I think my perspective now is, like, shit happens, and if you can't change it, then, like, you can be upset about it for a second and move on, and if you can, well, then just, do something about it. But fate is a funny thing. I don't know if I do or don't believe in fate, but I think it's a nice thought. I do.
Well handled.
Thanks.
Really well handled. Didn't she?
Exactly.
Right?
100%.
Write that
From the youth of
shit
today?
down.
Don't need an answer by Brad anymore.
No, she covered it.
Of course.
I missed my stop.
Something else going on here.
Hi. You don't remember me?
You look like every white homeless man I've ever seen.
Really? You don't remember me? Eat a bag of dicks, lady. I'm sorry. I'm working on it.
So what I like about watching action movies is you totally forget how much effort it is to do an action piece, because it's just 2 hours. I was in Japan kind of for 120 minutes. But there's much effort. So what's the most fun part of doing an action flick, and what's the most challenging, especially of course for yourself?
This one I think was more fun than the usual punch-up, you know, because there was so much comedy infused into the fights, almost, you know, pointing towards Jackie Chan or Buster Keaton or, you know, that kind of genre. And that just made it, I mean, just great fun, great fun. There was character involved in it rather than just tough guys going.
Yeah.
Whack, whack,
For me, my
whack.
character didn't have as much like fighting to do, but one thing that was really interesting is like, so I was obviously like so enamored with the fact that you guys got to fight all the time, but not to, you know, self-promote here, not to self-promote, but when I was doing when I was training to do my movie The Princess, which I actually shot after this, I did call upon David for some like advice, and then I also trained in his stunt gym for that, and also like send him videos of my training and asking him for his help. And so like, even though I didn't get to fully get my hands dirty in this movie, just being in David Leitch's orbit has really carried over and very much helped me into a next phase of my career too.
Inspired the next ass kicking.
That's correct.
Can't wait to see
Just
you.
pulled it off too.
And can't wait to meet you again at Zopalas. There are already people waiting in front of the theater.
Damn,
So Berlin is on fire for
already?
you tonight.
Make
Okay.
sure they have
Yes.
water
Since this
and
morning.
fans and
Yes,
Great.
they do.
Thanks
Thank
much.
you. See you
nice
later.
to see you.